It's close to Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is stupid. Okay, buy and name a star. That is so stupid on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, for $50, man, you can buy a star and name it. I mean, I guess it's cute if you have kids, in the same way that you tell your kids that Santa Claus exists. I don't have kids, so I don't live in that, like, yes, let's lie to them to make them happy, you know? And so, like, it's like, yeah, you could, for $50, you could pay to have a star named after you or a loved one. And it's like, what? Why do I need a certificate? I should go around and be like, hey, that's my star. Hey, everybody. Any of you say that store is yours, named after anything other than the name I tell you it's named? I'll kick your ass. Pretty sure people aren't really going to mess with you. They might mess with you online. There's a large contingent of debunkers who debunk you saying, technically, by the AAU standards, that is not your star. It is not Star Billy Bob. You know, and they'll technically be right. But technically, who cares? I'm trying to save you $50. You can make your own certificate, name a star, and give that to your kid. Sorry, UniverseToday. I don't mean to be throwing your advertisers under the bus, but it's just such a stupid idea. You know, I'm sure your kid would rather have craft, you know, your own certificate. And for adults, it's like, I'm gonna get my girlfriend. I'm gonna name a star after her. And then why not just make up your own certificate? I don't know. Okay.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents.
Don't expect a lot of science out of this video, because I don't expect a lot of science out of this article. Though, who knows? We could be surprised. But I'm in the mood to do a silly one. So if you're not in the mood, darling, I'm not forcing you to do anything. We are over at the Universe Today, and we are asking the question that Elizabeth Howell asked on February 11th, 2015. What are the most famous stars? Okay, I'm going to answer that question. The Pleiades sisters, Emma Watson, Jessica Alba, Audrey Hepburn, Selena Gomez, I guess Taylor Swift, Natalie Portman, Rose McGowan, Rosario Dawson, Mila Kunis, Jessica Biel, Emily Osment, Liz Lee, Katya Porceskansky, Katharine Hepburn, Kate Upton. I told you, man. You know what I'm saying? There's probably some science guys like, crap, I wanted to know more about famous stars. And here he is, using some excuse to show photographs of pretty girls. Man, every scientist I know talks like that. You know what I'm saying? It's close to Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is stupid. Anyway, Sofia Vergara, Scarlett Johansson, your mom, Adriana Lima, Hermione Granger, Katniss Everdeen. I reserve the right to name any other stars I might think of the most famous stars in my sky during the video and just blurt them out. I know that list of stars was very male fantasy oriented, but it's close to Valentine's Day. I haven't had a good hug in a while, and it's my list, you know. You're more than welcome to put your most famous stars in the comment section. You can even make your own video going, hey, Thor News, you want to know what my favorite stars are? It's a whole wordplay game, man. Betelgeuse was the first star directly imaged besides our own sun, of course. Image obtained by the Hubble Space Telescope. Credit Andrea Dupree and Ronald Gilliland. Man, heck yeah, they pointed the telescope at it and took a photo. Sweet. Good job on pointing a telescope at it and taking a photo. Hollywood has a bit of an obsession with stars. What? America, Earth has an obsession with stars. Celebrities, famous people. And you know what? Science and scientists and astronomers are also fascinated by stars. They love to nuzzle up with the in crowd. You know, but if you watch things like the Super Bowl, it's all about halftime. You get the Grammys, the Oscars. People love that stuff. I would say, if I wanted to go with astronomy, after the Pleiades sisters, to me, what is the most famous star? I would go with Nemesis. I don't know if you ever heard of Nemesis. My Thor News definition is that Nemesis is the star that has the closest action. My definition of Nemesis would be the star that has the most gravity and orbit interaction with our sun. I don't care if Nemesis is 7 million light years away or exactly where Eris is. You know, like our sun exists in a star field, and I believe those suns are kind of like fishes swimming around each other. So our sun is not operating all by itself, so it has to have a closest companion to which it interacts with. And that I'm 100% of. There are untold billions of these celestial objects, but some of them are more famous to Earthlings than others. Here's a sampling of some of the more well-known stars. North Star, that's a good one. Polaris. See? Crap. Man, this video hasn't even started. And I'm already wait. And I'm talking about nothing, man. Here's a sampling of some of the more well-known stars. Polaris, also known as the North Star, and the only star in our sky to have a fist. Fist of the North Star. You've heard of it. It is part of the Ursa Minor constellation, the Little Bear, and it's more than 430 light years away from Earth. It's about 431, give or take a light year. You know how that goes. Sidus. That is a good star. It's also known as the Dog Star. God bless dogs. All dogs go to heaven. And that's why I feel the need to be silly. Because we buried one of our wonderful, beautiful dogs today due to cancer. And, you know, it's hard to lose a loved one. I just don't feel like being serious, even though the world's serious. So, let's get back to talking about serious. God bless all dogs. All dogs go to heaven. Also known as the Dog Star. Because it's the brightest star in Canis Major, the big dog. The big dog at Sirius. And that star is also Harry Potter's uncle, Godfather. Godfather's good. It was seen as a signal for the summer, and in Egypt, that the Nile flooding was nigh. It's easy to spot, as it's actually the brightest star in the sky. It's also close, at about 8.6 light years. Whoa. A companion star, Sirius B, was discovered in 1862. In 1862, man, that was a great year. 1862, I made that up. Trying to be funny, it didn't work. Alpha Centauri system. It's one of the closest systems to Earth. It's one of the closest systems to Earth. It's just a shade over 4 light years. Whoa. Yeah, it's one of the closest systems to Earth. Astronomers discovered an Earth-sized planet around Alpha Centauri B. Unfortunately, it's likely too hot to host life. You don't know. Dude, trust me, you don't know. The universe can create many things in many ways. If Earth goes through evolution, one would think the universe does the same, right? The closest one to Earth is called Proxima Centauri. The grouping is in the constellation Centaurus. And if I wanted to fearmonger stuff for views and money, this would be the star system I would choose. And then I would take all the photos that astronomy takes of that one planet, and I'd fearmonger the hell out of it. Because they take a lot, and it's kind of creepy looking. Okay, great. But I'm not like that, man. I'm a joke teller. I'm a joker. I'm a Facebook poker. No, I'm not. I've never poked anybody on Facebook, I don't think. Beetlejuice. Yeah, Tim Burton. Enough said. But they're all Orion-based, it seems. Man, I like to watch Sirius. Sirius will seriously go nuts sometimes. Be all flashing a bunch of bright multicolors. A spectrum of stellar light. Just for me. Rigel. Another famous star in Orion is Rigel. I love Orion. Which is a bright blue star. Sweet. I wonder if different colored stars have different types of elements. People are going to be like, no. And I'll be like, how do you know? They're going to be like, we took a photo. And I'm going to be like, ha, you took a photo. Vega is another bright blue star that anchors the otherwise faint Lyra constellation, the Harp, along with Deneb from Cygnus and Altair from Aquila. Whoa, Aquilon. Nostradamus talked about that a lot. It used to be the North Star. It once used to be the North Star. Oh, and Vega's the star we're headed towards. Thor News, lesson number 1. The sun is headed right in the direction of Vega. That's good to know for some reason. Here, my babies. Here, my babies. I would like to go on a date with each one of the 7 Pleiades sisters, and then choose. There are no polygamy laws. Who knows? Maybe I'd choose all 7. But I guess it would be more of them choosing me, The Pleiades. Technically, this is a famous star cluster, but nevertheless, the 7 stars are spaced far enough apart that you resolve them easily with binoculars or telescope. There are actually far more than 7 stars, but that's how the ancients referred to it. The Pleiades are part of the Taurus constellation. Antares, so called because it was considered by the ancients to be a rival to Mars. Antares does indeed have some resemblance to the red planet in the sky. It's red and also happens to be located close to the ecliptic, the imaginary band in the sky where the planets, moon, and sun move. Well, that would be so great if all the planets, the moon, and the sun were in a big band. Man, I bet their sound would be stellar, superb, galactically awesome. I guess solar systemly awesome. At over 600 light years from Earth, Antares is in the constellation Scorpius. Canopus, second brightest star in the sky. Canopus is over 300 light years away from Earth. It's commonly used for spacecraft to orient themselves in space. since it's so bright compared to the stars surrounding it. It's in the constellation Carina. Universe Today has articles on what is the North Star and types of stars. Here's another article about the 10 brightest stars. Astronomy Cast has an episode on famous stars. I would edit some of that into my video, but since the person who wrote this article has me blocked on Twitter, which is weird because they're a journalist and I've never been rude to them. I think it's funny. Okay, then I don't want her to like get mad. And okay, great. I don't want her to get mad and take official measures. Take my video down. Okay. This is some interesting ads. I know you say you don't control them, but 12 most beautiful cosplay girls ever. Guy photoshops himself with celebrities flawlessly. You have to see this. No, I don't. These cute child actors grew up to be ugly as heck. That is mean-spirited as shit. Man, never call a human being or a dog or an animal ugly. There's no reason for it. 17 women you won't believe exist. That only works if they're all my girlfriend, because they don't exist. If they do, you're nowhere near me. Okay, great. I'm as tired of talking about my fucking love life as you were listening. Stupid Valentine's Day at the Carina. It's a good one too. But who can forget Wolf 359? Big battle there. Ooh, Police 710. Okay, maybe that's a bit obscure. Sweetness. Okay, great. God bless everyone. We now know a little bit more, a little bit less about famous stars, people.
If you were on our sister sun's Earth-like planet looking at us, what constellation would we be in? You know? Wonder if we're in the Thor constellation. Probably.